Hey everybody, welcome. This is Q&A with Coach MJ number 36. Thank you so much for watching, sharing with your friends, submitting your questions, because I'm here to help you be a better athlete. If you don't know who I am, my name is MJ Gassick. I am a professional triathlon coach, founder and owner of Try Right Coaching, and I have been doing professional coaching since 2008. And my goal is to help you have the best season ever. So let's get into these questions. The first one is from Amber. What are your best tips on running in extreme cold temperature? Amber, great question. Here in the Midwest, we're about to get some negative temperatures. So how are you going to get out there and run and get your workouts in? So I do have some ideas. The first one is to make sure you take care of your feet. You want to take care of your extremities. So we start with the feet. You might want to consider Gore-Tex shoes. Gore-Tex is not waterproof, but it's water resistant. So as the snow accumulates on your shoes, and it melts, it gets onto your socks, gets onto your feet, and then your feet become cold. So there's one thing. The second thing is to make sure that you have moisture wicking socks, which most of us do. I personally prefer Smart Wool. They're a little thicker, but they totally keep my feet warm. The other thing, and not a lot of triathletes do this, or I even should say runners, but I use sometimes 2 pairs of socks in the winter, depending on how cold it really gets, to make sure that my toes stay nice and warm throughout the run. The second thing is to make sure that you protect your face, and you can get a face mask or a balaclava. So that's something that, it's like this little hole for your face, right? So that you can pull this up over your chin and mouth and even nose and run, and then you can pull it down if you need to take a breather, if you're getting a little warm, and then put it right back up, or a balaclava. I would make sure that you protect, especially if it's windy, protect the face from the air. And then the other thing, okay, so I have my props here. Hand warmers. Now, I'll usually do 2 things. I'll wear mittens, right? So I'll put mittens on and then open up a hand warmer, right? These little hand warmers, and then throw a glove on top. Put the hand warmer inside the glove. Sometimes you won't even need the mitten inside, but I kind of like it. And then you just put the hand warmer in there, and then you can move it around and keep your hands nice and warm throughout your run. So there's that. And then the last thing is to make sure that you do loops instead of an out and back. For example, if you're going to run 10 miles, you don't want to be out at mile 4 or 5 and then decide, oh, I'm really, really cold. I'm miserable. I can't feel my face. I can't feel my toes. I need to quit, and then have to run 5 miles back. So you want to make sure you do shorter mileage, just loops around, and make sure that you stay safe. So great question, Amber. Thank you for asking. The next one I got from 2 different people. Is there a big difference between using pedals and cleats on the bike versus running shoes? And yes, even if you're using cages, there's always a little bit of play in there. But when you have shoes with cleats that are attached to the pedals, you're going to get more power, and you're going to get more effective power out of that. Because even when you push down, you still want to pull up a bit in the back. And so to have the cleats and the pedals is definitely going to make a difference. And I look forward to seeing you guys increase your power and increase your speed next year by using cleats and pedals. And then the last one is from Kevin, and he says, what can I do to become a better runner over the winter, and can it be done inside? Great question, Kevin. This is a perfect time of year to work on the run. And what I would suggest you do is to decrease the length of your workouts, decrease the intensity, but increase the frequency. So that means shorter, more frequent runs. Yes, they can be done inside. That's totally fine, particularly when it gets really, really cold out. But what you want to do is to get more efficient and effective at your run, and then go ahead and build up your endurance. So the other things you can do, like I said, I would go like 4, maybe 5 days of running, shorter mileage. Make sure that you work on strengthening your glutes and your hips. Make sure you work on strengthening your core. And then the other thing you want to do is make sure you work on good form. So once you have nailed all of those things, and then you add in the more miles that you're going to do, you're going to be a more effective runner. So great question, Kevin. Thank you so much for asking. Please, if you guys heard anything on today's video that you thought would be helpful for someone else, please share it. Keep sending in your questions, and I'll see you next time.